In Richard Burns Rally again today. I've been away for quite a long time because I have some problems with my health, but there is a very nice rally going on currently, and it actually ends today at midnight, so I want to drive it on stream. I haven't been driving almost at all. I've been taking a break from any driving, but I feel better, a little bit better today, so why not do some rallying? Let's start the game and see how it goes. I'm going to use the Ford Focus WRC 2.0, and the rally is on the African Kenyan stages. It's a safari rally, one of the championship events. Yeah, so basically, I'm probably not going to stream RBR very often anymore, at least for now. But I'll try to at least participate in the Quasi Cup GT Legend races at Albir Budi, because I think so far the season there is going quite well. I'm one of the top drivers in the standings, so I don't want to give up on that. Also, driving on circuit is a little bit easier for me. But rallying involves a lot more to do with the car. The steering wheel, the pedals, so it's a lot more demanding. Even though, of course, between the stages I can take a little bit of a break, but I have to take care of my health. So overall, I'm reducing the RBR streams by quite a bit. And today I decided to stream earlier because later my friend Dimitar Dulichki is going to stream on his channel, and I don't want our streams to overlap. So I know some of you cannot watch that early in the day, but it's okay. I don't mind even streaming for myself. I just didn't want to drive the rally offline. because I think it could be a very interesting rally if I don't mess it up. Okay, let's see now. Normally for these stages, the African stages, you need a special setup, a bit higher car, maybe a little bit stiffer dampers. But I think the Ford Focus is already quite good on the suspension. So I'm going to use my regular gravel setup. I tested a stage earlier and it was okay. But before I start the rally, I'm going to just run a quick test to see if everything is alright in terms of FPS and so on, and the steering wheel. Because as I said, I haven't driven for quite a while. Earlier it was okay, but I want to make sure. Yeah, let's test this stage quickly. Just a few corners. The rally is going to be quite tough. I'll try to not crash out, so we can do the whole distance. But you know how tough these stages are, and how easy it is to push a little bit more and hit a rock or a tree or flip over from the bumps. And the rally is quite long as well. We have Sleeping Warrior, we have Antaramanana or whatever the name was, the long 14-kilometer stage, plus all the rough, shorter stages as well. And there are repeat of stages too, of course. Let's see how it is.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Jimmy, how are you doing?
Long, 40, 3
Nice to see you, buddy.
30, 6 left, and
Yeah, nice car. I'm just trying to see if everything is okay with my steering wheel, if it's calibrated.
bump 200. 4 left, ruts 140.
Yeah, of course on these stages I have a little bit lower FPS,
And 4 left,
but it
40.
is what it is.
4 right, ruts, overcrest.
I just try to drive them slower to survive. But yeah, okay, everything looks good. So let's begin the rally. I hope I can finish. By the way, are you going to stream tonight? And at what hour? I hope I can finish before you start. There is the rally. It ends, let me check the time. Yeah, it ends at midnight. I think this is CET time, so at about 1 o'clock my time. Okay, I hope to manage to finish this rally in about 2 hours, so let's see, because it's how many stages? 12 stages, but we have Sleeping Warrior twice, so and the long stages as well, and even the short stages, you know how slow they are because of the conditions of the road. But let's see how it goes. That is only if I survive, of course, if I don't crash out and do a super rally. Okay, gravel setup is set in. Gravel tire. Normally I use the short gears for this car, but I think on this event, actually, you know what, we can change the setup on each stage. So I'm going to change the gears according to the stage. Let's use short now for this first stage, and probably the second as well. For Sleeping Warrior, I'm changing to the mediums. Okay, let's begin. The good thing is the car is really easy to drive over the rough stages. Even though my setup is for normal gravel stages, the suspension absorbs the bumps quite well. Okay, nice. Nice. I think it's easier, better to watch from a PC, so you can see on a bigger screen what's going on. Now on this stage I usually get even lower FPS, but at least it's a short stage. Let's try not to mess it up.
3, 2, 1, go. 3 left, don't cut. 4 right. 5 right, over crest. 30, 3 right, long, 100. Stay middle. 5 right. Over the crest. Care. 2 left, tightens. 2 right, wide out. 30, hairpin right, don't cut. Stay middle, 100. Square left, narrow, hairpin left, long.
Yeah, I need to remember
Square
how
right,
to drive the
don't
car.
cut, 30. Bump. 5 right, 30, care, hairpin right, double tightens. Hairpin left, long.
But this rally is going to be all about survival, so I should just take it easier and not risk too much.
4 right, cut, 50. Square right, long. Hairpin right, don't cut, 30.
Very slippery.
3 left, don't cut. Care, double tightens. 4 right, don't cut. 4 left, long, square left. Finish.
I wonder if this is the setup I'm most happy with. The car seems to spin around all of a sudden at the hairpins. I could try the previous version and see how it goes. And if it's better, I'm going to send you that version as well. Because I don't remember last time which setup I was happy with. Okay, I forgot to check if anyone we know is in the standings, but let me check. Hey, Donald! Nice to see you. I'm reducing the RBR streams by quite a lot because of health issues, but I decided to stream today this rally, which ends later at midnight. Oh, Polio is driving in the same class as us with the Subaru. Let's see, anyone else? Lots of WRC 2.0 cars. And I see some familiar names, the usual suspects. Oh, Kasper as well in the Skoda. Marko Vastamaki. Fulvio. Nessa. I've noticed Nessa always drives this car lately, the Renault Clio. Who else? Do we have anyone else? No. Okay. Mr. Noodles at last place. I just noticed. Yeah, let me test the other setup here and compare. So I would know for the longer stages which setup to use. Let me check the gearing. Hello Racing. Yeah, Racing Turbo 93. So yeah, unfortunately I cannot even drive that often now. But I'll try to stream from time to time some interesting rallies and also the RBR Bude Classic Cup. Yeah, let's try to finish this rally so Dimi can start his stream on time. Unfortunately, these BTB stages take longer to load, so this is going to cost some time as well. Probably overall for the rally about 10 to 15 minutes at least of loading times. Which is unfortunate, but it is the way it is. Donut, I don't want to talk about it on the stream. It's a problem which is very old, but it's getting worse when I drive, so I need to avoid making it even worse. Even though it's tempting and I push myself, but I don't want to overdo it too much. And I've been doing too much in the past 2 months.
3, 2, 1, go. 2 right, 2 left.
Thank you, Don.
4 right, long.
Okay, let's see how the setup is.
4 left, and 3 right, 2 left, 40. 5 right, cut. Kinks, and 2 right, 40. 3 left, long, 100. 3 left, long, 100. 4 left, narrow, square right, 5 left, kinks, and 2 left, long.
Need to be more careful with the throttle, I
2
guess.
right, and
This car has a lot of torque.
250. 6 right, don't cut, and caution, 3 left, narrow, 5 right, 6 left.
We have to stay on the road here, otherwise there are rocks on the outside.
3 right, long, and 6 right, 40. Square left, long, 60. 3 right, into, 3 left, 40, 6 right, and 6 left, long, 80. Overcrest, into, 4 left, narrow, and 3 right, long, square left, 100. 6 right, 70. 6 right, 50, care, 3 left, 50, 5 left, and 5 right. Jump, 50. 6 right, and 5 right, long, and 4 right, cut, 5 left, and care, 4 left, 6 left, and 3 right, square left, hairpin right, long, 2 left, 350.
Wow, losing a lot of time.
Over crest and 6 left, maybe, and 6 right, 200, kinks, 80, 6 left. Finish.
It's just a different type of driving on these stages. You cannot push, but I enjoy the scenery. Imagining driving on actual roads like this, it gives me some satisfaction. But yeah, very quick guys with the same cars. I guess they know the stage very well. Maybe somewhere you can cut. But let's see who survives at the end. Because I think on this rally, it's all about survival. And I'm going to switch back to my third version of the setup. Yeah, it's okay. It's automatically loaded, but let me check quickly what the settings of the car are, because sometimes it snaps into oversteer, which I don't like. Maybe something with the differential. Okay, medium gears for Sleeping Warrior. What about the differential? 65, 50. Okay, maybe we can use a little bit more front preload. Perhaps I can reduce the rear toe a little bit. Why not? Yeah, not going to touch anything else, I think. You know, actually, I think we can, but it's going to create even more understeer. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything. Let's just be careful and survive through careful driving. I'm going to actually increase the pressures. Maybe that is causing some problems. On normal gravel stages, the setup feels good, but on these rough stages, it's a little bit different. Yeah, I think these stages, unless you know them very, very well, it's always a struggle. You need to be very intuitive where to push, where to back off. And sometimes the pace notes are not good as well, of course, as usual. On this stage including, you remember last time I drove it, the rock in the middle of the road when I hit it and it broke the gearbox and I had to drive in first gear. Hopefully it's not going to happen with this car now, but well, let's see. Yeah, I think so. I think so. The ride height is about 28 centimeters, which should be enough. I guess we'll find out. I didn't check if we have realistic damage or reduced damage. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. I mostly worked with the snow and tarmac setup on this car. The gravel setup is from when I first tried the car. Maybe, how long ago? Maybe 3-4 weeks ago. And it felt good on normal stages, but now I'm noticing some problems. For example, when I set the car into a slide, if I press the throttle too suddenly, it spins around. Okay, it's reduced damage. Great. That gives me a better chance to survive.
3, 2, 1, go. 120.
Now let's be patient on this stage and just try to survive.
And 6 right, long, 120. 3 right, 30. 4 left, don't cut, 30, 6 right. Into, 6 left. Caution, 5 left, into, square right, don't cut, 120. 6 left, into, 5 right, and 5 left. And 4 right, don't cut, 120. 3 left, don't cut, into, 3 right, don't cut, 50, caution, 2 left, narrow, don't cut, 30, square right, don't cut, 80.
I'll just try to avoid any rocks that I see.
Right, don't cut, and 2 left, tightens, long, and square right, don't cut, 80.
Yeah, my bad. I was looking at the other road on the left side.
80. 6 left, long, into, 6 right, 450.
I need to listen to the pace notes better.
Caution, 3 right, narrow, 30. 3 right, tightens. And 4 left. And 2 right, narrow, don't cut, into, 4 left, 40, 6 right, over crest, 120. 4 left, into, 4 right, 140. 6 right, into, 6 left, caution, 120. Square left, don't cut, into, 2 right, 40, 2 right, tightens, don't cut. Into, 2 left, into, 2 right, tightens.
It's a little bit tricky with the 5-speed gearbox to judge the rest.
6 left, 70. 5 right, 80. 5 right, 60. 6 left, and 5 right, 120. 3 left, don't cut, 120. Caution, square left, narrow, don't cut, 40, 2 left, bump, 30.
There is the... Was that the rock?
Square left,
No,
don't
maybe
cut,
not.
100.
Some of the rocks, you just go through them without feeling anything.
5 right, 30. 4 left. And 4 right, into, 4 left, and caution, 4 right, narrow, and square left, 250. 5 left, and 3 right, and 5 left, 500. Caution, 6 left, into, square left, and 3 left, into, square right, and 4 right, 30.
The car is very good on brakes, which
Square
is a
left.
good thing.
And 2 right, don't cut, 250.
You can brake quite late. Still make the corner.
6 right, 40. 5 right, 350. 6 left, 60. 4 left, narrow, caution, 80. Square right, bump, and 4 right, 70. 6 left, 700. Stay mid, overcrest, 250.
34 seconds is okay, considering my two mistakes.
3 right, don't cut, and 6 left, 500.
And being quite cautious through the corners.
Caution, square left, long, don't cut, 600.
But I'm being cautious because I'm on the lookout for rocks on the road. I want to avoid them if possible, even if it loses me time. I need to check the dampers after this stage. Maybe they need to be increased a little bit
Caution, square right,
to absorb the bumps even better.
5 right. And 6 left, into 6 right, 80. 5 right, 30. 5 left, into 2 right, don't cut. And 3 left, into 3 right, 50. 5 left, and 2 right, narrow, don't cut, 50. 5 left.
Okay, I'm beginning to feel a little bit more connected with the car now.
And 4 left, tightens, and caution, 3 left. Into square right, 40. 3 left, don't cut, 180. 4 left, into 5 right, 40.
It just takes a little bit of time to get used to it,
And 4 left, into 2 right.
but after that it's quite
And
nice.
2 left. And 4 right, 30. 6 right, caution, 80. 2 right, tightens, narrow, into, square left, don't cut, 50. 4 left, tightens, into, 2 right, cut, into, caution, 5 left, tightens, into, square right, don't cut, 120. 4 left, into 3 right, 50. 4 left, tightens, don't cut, 60. 4 right. And 5 left, 120. 5 left. And 6 left, long. Into 5 left, bump, 180. 6 left, overcrest, 700.
Overall the car is quite good on the bumps.
2 left, tightens, and 4 left, tightens, long, 100.
A little bit imprecise because it wobbles so much, but it's easy to control.
3 left, long.
Oh, this was close. I think he said Titans and I ignored it.
And 6 right, 80.
Oh, did we
6
break
left,
something?
100.
Probably.
6 left, long, tightens, 100.
Maybe the rear wheel.
6 left, 30. 5 right, 180.
At least it's reduced damage.
4 left, long, tightens, into, 4 left, long, 160.
The pace notes are too inconsistent, so I cannot really push too much.
Caution, 100. Hairpin right. And 6 left, 80. 6 left, 70. 3 right, into, 4 left, 40. Caution. 3 right, 60. Hairpin left, don't cut. And 5 left, 200.
Now let's be careful in the final kilometers, because I remember there was some tricky places.
140. Five right, 140. 5 left, 120. 4 left, into, 3 right, don't cut, and 5 left, tightens, 100. 3 left, long, tightens. Into, 3 left, 50. 3 left. And 4 right, into, 5 right, long, 40. 3 right, 40. 4 right, bump, 50. 3 right, bump, 30. 4 right, 120. 5 left, 50. 5 left, bump. Into, bump, 180. 5 right, 140. 3 right. Into, caution, 4 right, long, 50. Square left, 250.
The pace notes for these square and hairpin corners come so late. With other cars it's impossible to stop on time if you're going flat
6
out.
right, 150. 6 right, 80. 3 left, 50. 3 right, long, tightens, don't cut, 350.
Oh, it tightens quite a lot. Maybe it should be double
5
tightens.
left, 30. 3 right. And 3 left, narrow, don't cut, 30. 2 right. Into, 4 right, into, 3 left. Into, 6 right, 50. 6 right, 70. 5 left, caution, 60. Bump, and square right, don't cut, and 2 left, into, square right, 50. 2 left, don't cut, 30. 5 left, and 6 right, 40. 2 left, don't cut, 100. 6 right, long. Into, 4 right,
This was a
and
very
5
dangerous
left,
corner.
and 4 right, long. And 3 left, and caution, 4 right, and square left, don't cut, 80. 2 left, tightens.
Okay, we survived. I thought it was going to be more difficult, but
Finish.
with this car it's actually not difficult at all. Even though I lost a lot of time. I don't know how they go so quickly. Probably cutting through many places without losing speed. Oh, personal best. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm happy with the run. I think this is my best run on the stage and it shows personal best. Okay, let's see in the overall. Up to 32nd. 1 minute 31 behind. Liu Polio is doing so well because he used to host African rallies, safari rallies all the time, so he knows the stages well. Yeah, I don't have any boza, just water. Oh, this stage. Now this stage is completely different approach. Let's change the gears first. I think short gears for this one. And also I'm thinking of adding a little bit more camber at the rear to make the rear more stable. Even if it introduces some understeer, it's going to be easier to drive. So let's do that. Just a little bit. What about the dampers? Oh yeah, the dampers are quite soft. Maybe I should increase the fast bump. I'm going to try and see how it goes. Not by much because I don't want to disrupt the whole setup, but just a little bit more. Yeah, this is my water bottle. It's made from copper. Let me not override this setup, but save it on a separate one. Okay, let's continue. This stage has everything. I remember when we drove this stage a year ago, even more than a year ago in the Audi. And you managed to do a very, very good run without any mistakes. I remember that. I couldn't survive the stage. I mean, I could survive the stage, but I made several mistakes. I don't know if you remember that particular rally, but you did very well with the Audi on this one. You have to be extremely careful some places if you go a little bit too fast and there are rocks right on the side of the road and you don't go between them, it would almost certainly retire the car. So I need to take it easy there. I don't remember which places it was, so overall I'm not going to push too much. I like the final part of the stage. After that long straight, there are some hairpins and some interesting corners. But before that we have a lot of rough parts where you need to take it easier. Let's see if the suspension works better now.
2, 1, go, 100. 6 right, tightens. Keep left, overpress, 500. stay mid over crest, 160. 4 right, into 3 right, over crest, 250. Caution, over water,
Yeah, I should
and
go
stay mid
slow.
over crest, 30, 2 right, narrow, don't cut, and square left. And 4 right, and caution. Stay mid over crest, and 2 right, narrow, don't cut, 80. Square left, into square right, 70. 5 right, and 5 right, into 6 left, narrow, and caution, stay mid over crest, 60, 4 right, 80. Square right, cut, and square left, into bump.
My
60.
camera is a little bit low, so I don't always see the road well.
5 right, long, 60. Caution, stay mid over crest, 30, over water, bump, 200. Caution, stay mid, bump, narrow, and caution, keep right, and over water, 40, 5 left, don't cut. Into 6 left, long, don't cut, 100. 6 right, 40, 5 left, narrow, don't cut, bump, caution, 100, hairpin left, narrow. And 5 right, bump, into 4 right.
Oh, too
And
fast.
3 right, and 2
Broke the
right,
front
narrow,
bumper.
80.
Now the radiator is more exposed.
2 right, 60. 4
Maybe
right,
for this stage I need a higher car.
and 6 left, over crest, 50. 6 right, 100. Caution, 6 left, over crest, 50. Bridge, narrow, and 5 left, 180. Caution, keep right, 50. 4 left, narrow, 30. 6 left, 40. Caution, 5 left, over crest, don't cut, and 3 right, long, and stay mid, over crest, and 2 right, long, 300. Stay mid, over crest, 250. Stay mid, over crest, 150. 6 left, 80. Caution, bump, into 3 right, don't cut, 30, 3 left, into, keep left, 100. Two right, over crest, into 3 right, and over water, bump, and square left, narrow, 30. 2 left. And 2 left, long. And 4 right, bump, 60. 3 right, over crest, long, 30. 2 left, 40. 6 right, caution, 60. Square left, wide out, into 5 right, 180.
Oh, he said... Yeah, I missed the right corner.
Caution, keep left, 150. 4 right, narrow, don't cut, 80. Caution, 3 left, narrow. And bridge, and 3 right. And 3 right, and 3 left. And 4 right, 70. Caution, 2 left, wide out, 120. 3 left, and 5 right, 80. 6 right, narrow, 70. 4 left, and 3 right, narrow, long, 30. 4 right. Into 5 left, 30, 5 right, tightens, long. And 3 left, 100. 5 right. Into caution, 5 left, and 2 right. And 2 left, 30. 3 right, 50. Square right, overcrest, narrow, bump, 800.
Okay, now the long straight and the section I told you about with the hairpins. Still losing a lot of time, but I cannot really push more than this.
Bridge, narrow, 250. Stay middle, overcrest, 140. Caution, 6 right. And 5 left. Into
Dangerous.
4 right, narrow, into 3 left, 3 right, 250. Caution, square left, 70. Square right, narrow, 30. 4 right, and 6 left, tightens, overcrest, long, 30. 5 left, 100. Long, into, square right, narrow, and 2 left, narrow, and 3 right, overcrest. And square right, narrow, and 4 left, 40.
Oh,
3 right, narrow, and
I'm
square
carrying
left,
too much speed
70.
into this rough part.
2 right, long, 40. 6 left. And 6 right, long, caution, 40. 5 right, and hairpin left, 30. Square right, 60. 3 left, long, 40. Square right, narrow, 200. Square left, 120. Hairpin left, and 3 left, into 2 right, cut, 80. Four right, 100. Hairpin right, 50. Hairpin left, and 4 right, 100. Square right, 60. 4 left, 30. 3 right, long. And stay middle, overcrest. And 2 right, 60. 4 left, 30. 4 right.
Okay, 2 spins, but other than that, no problem. Those spins cost me maybe in total 10 seconds. I'm going to try some more changes with the setup though. I think maybe we can change the differential a little bit more. Oh, personal best. That's surprising. I guess I always make mistakes on this stage otherwise. And 13 fastest, not bad. An R4 car is the quickest. Interesting. And this time we managed to beat Polio. Where is he? Oh, did he do a super rally? I hope not. Or maybe he hasn't started. No, he did start leg 2. Yeah, he lost a lot of time. 4 minutes. About 4 minutes lost. Maybe even more. Okay, let's see. We move up to 19th position. 2 minutes behind. And 11th in the class. Okay, let me try something with the differential to make the rear end a little bit more stable, because I don't like how it suddenly spins around. I'm going to try drive like this instead. It's not going to make it easy to rotate the car to slide it, but it's going to make it more stable by driving normally without sliding too much. And maybe that's what we need on this rally, just a little bit more comfort. I think the rear end is a little bit low in terms of ride height, which is why I also don't see the road well. The rear is dropped too much down. But let's keep it like this for now. Oh, this stage. This stage is probably the toughest of all the safari stages. Even though it's short, it feels like it goes forever. And very, very bumpy, very rough. You have to go very, very slow in some places. And I remember Polio always does well on this stage, so let's see if he can recover the lost time somewhat. Yeah, you can see from the outside camera the rear is just about the same height as the front.
1, go.
Maybe even a little bit lower.
6 left, long, 40, 3 right, care out, 30. 6 left, and bump, 200. 4
Oh,
left,
the rock
right,
there on the inside.
140. 5 left, overcrest, and 4 left, 40, 4 right, ruts, overcrest, into, 3 right, long, bridge, 6 left, 100, hairpin left, 6 right, 6 left, 50, caution, jump, 80,
Yeah, you need to slow there. The pace note is so bad here. Caution, jump, nothing else.
bump, 200, 4 left, ruts, 120, 4 right, and jump, and square right, 1 left, 100, overcrest, into, 4 right, and 2 left, 3 right, wide out, 50,
Yeah, the car is probably too low for this kind of
6
deep
right,
ruts.
don't cut, 80, 4 left, crest, and 3 left, junction, 6 right, 5 left, and care, 60, jump, 30, 5 left, and 3 right, ruts, square left, 2 right, and 2 left, 3 right, don't cut, 80,
Need to be very patient through these corners.
3 left, long, care, ruts, and 200, 2 right, long, and kinks, overcrest, into, 4 right, and 3 right, long, double caution, bump, into, 4 right,
Oh yeah, I missed. Come on, land on the wheels, please! No. Even though it was a 4 right, I went too quick.
double caution, bump into 4 right and straight right.
It's just bad
Steady,
pace
4
note,
left,
but
jump,
you cannot
and
afford to
jump,
be too
40,
confident
jump,
into the corners.
and 4 right, 40, 1 left, 30, 6 left, narrow, 60,
But it's a long rally, long way to go, so one reset is not a...
2 right, don't cut, and 2 left, long, 2 right,
Yeah, I think that with this preload setting the car is easier
3
to
right,
keep
don't
under
cut,
control,
and 1 left, long,
especially
3
in
right,
these slow
long,
corners.
wide out, 100,
Also easier to turn the front end
4
into the
left,
corner.
50, 3 right, long, 100, Five right, don't cut, and 5 left, don't cut, 100,
It's probably going to create some understeer at Sleeping Warrior, but I don't care. As long as it's more comfortable to drive.
square left, junction, 40, square left, junction, and
Yeah, I saw it too late.
6 right, 5 right, long, 100,
Now let's be careful with the water crossing
4
at the
right,
end of the
200,
stage.
over the crest, ruts, into, care, and crest, into, 5 right,
Nice. Shame about the reset. Without the reset I would have been quite close to the top times. Yeah, probably about 15 seconds behind the top time. Yeah. Polio loves these stages. I love them too, but I haven't driven them in a very long time because with the previous update I had terrible FPS on most of these stages. Oh, still a group personal best. Nice. Let's see. I guess I'm dropping back a little bit now. Yeah, down to 16. Otherwise, I think I would have been about 12th in the standings without the reset. Oh, actually progressing in the class despite the reset. Nice. And the leg is over. Let's continue with the next one. Oh, the suspension wasn't damaged. I guess it was just a big bump in the road which sent me sliding there. And this stage is now the shorter version of Antaramanana, but using part of the same road. I think we need to switch to longer gears. Oh, I was driving Mituidium. No, never mind. I need to change the setup. Yeah. Okay. Back to medium gears because we have some long straights. Now this stage I have a lower FPS for sure. Lower than the previous ones. And I need to make sure I survive. Very easy to mess it up in several spots throughout the stage. In the middle part we have that fast section, the bumpy road, but very quick. and then ending with the square left and the square right over the bridge. So I think the first and the last part is where you can easily crash out. In the middle part, I think with this car it's going to be quite comfortable over the bumps. I don't know, by the way, guys, if you noticed, with this car, for example, if you press the brake, you can brake very much on the limit. With the Subaru, for example, the Group A car, if you brake too hard, the engine can stall right as you're braking. I don't know why that happens. It's as if the clutch isn't strong enough, maybe, or maybe it's too strong. I don't know. It's like it reverses the speed of the gearbox and it stalls the engine. It's very easy, very difficult to find the limit of the Subaru on braking without stalling the engine.
5 right, 100. 6
Especially
left,
on tarmac.
180.
Not so much on gravel, but on tarmac.
Caution, narrow. 4 right, 50. Square right, 80. 6 right, and...
Oh, the FPS is actually improved now. I guess with the recent updates.
5
So
left,
it's not too
onto,
bad.
6 right, narrow, bridge, 40, 2 left, long, 30. Bridge, stay middle, 120. Into, don't cut, 2 right, maybe, 50, 6 right, 40. 5 left, keep right, into, overcrest, onto, 2 left, 50, 5 right. Bridge,
Misunderstood the
2
pace
right,
note.
into, 2 left, long, wide out.
And also was reading the chat. Come on, I need to focus
5
more.
left, long, 100. Care, 2 right, maybe, 80. 5 left, 60.
This stage and the longer version, Anta Ramanana, are probably my favorite Kenyan stages. Actually, this is Madagascar, but yeah, African stage is okay.
Care, 4 right, maybe, straight, 50. 3 right, don't cut, wide out, 100.
Even though I usually crash on them, but I really like the way they go
5 right,
and the way they
160.
look.
4 left, 150. 4 left, 200. Over the crest, into, 5 left, 140. 5 right, don't cut, 180. 5 left, 150. 5 right, 70. Over the crest, into, 4 left, 4 left. Caution. Hairpin right, maybe. Keep left, 70. 6 left, 300. Over the crest, stay middle, 160. 3 left, 250.
Donald, I've seen comments that it does simulate manual, but I don't know if it does it with all the cars.
6 right, 120.
I've seen people
5 right, long,
who are saying they're driving with manual. Here, knowledge. Sorry, I'm switching to Bulgarian. Driving with manual shifter and clutch. So
4 left, 120.
I think it's supposed to simulate. I'm not sure.
Over the crest,
Maybe with
onto,
the older
4 right,
cars,
80.
Group B
5
and
left,
Group A.
140. Over the crest, keep left, 4 right, long, straight, 30, 6 left, 200. 6 right, 800. 5 left, 250. Caution, 3 right, maybe, keep right, 70, 4 right, 50.
3 right is very tight.
6 left, 80. 6 right, 180. Caution, bridge, onto, 2 left, long, 140. 6 right, tightens, 3 right, 100. 6 left, 500.
Using the banking there like on snow rallies.
Overcrest, 140. Caution, 2 left, long, wide out, 120. 4 left, caution, narrow, into, 2 right, bridge, onto, square right, 80. 5 left, 40, 6 right, 100.
Yeah, this setup is definitely
6
easier
right,
to drive now,
160.
even if it has a
Caution,
little
2
bit more
right,
understeer.
straight, bridge, 140. Four right, maybe, care, 2 left, narrow, onto, bridge, 30. 5 left, wide out, 120.
Almost hitting the bridge there.
5 right, long, 50. 3 left, 40. 3 right, and, caution, don't cut, square right, keep left, 60.
Yeah, the suspension definitely needs improvement for this kind of stages,
4
but
right, 40.
I don't have time
Maybe, don't cut,
to work on
70.
it now. So I just have to be careful and
5 right, 60. 4 right, onto, bridge, 60. 2 right,
keep
50.
it in mind when it happens
Square left, maybe,
to
40.
react and correct the slide.
Caution, narrow, square right, onto.
Oh no, oh no, come on. I didn't expect the corner would be that tight.
Bridge, onto, 2 right, 50. 2 left,
Oh, just before the finish. Shame.
overcrest, onto, 2 right, 30. 3 left, bump, maybe. Finish.
This was a stupid mistake. I heard the pace note, but for some reason I thought I could go quicker there. Yeah, but maybe when you use manual shifter, it changes the way the game works, because I remember, for example, with Grand Prix Legends, if you use a manual shifter, you need to use the clutch. It changes the way it reads the controller. I'm not sure if it does in this game. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Or maybe through some plugin it works. Such a shame about the reset again. Dropping down because of that. No, not GTL, GPL, Grand Prix Legends. You're mistaking the two. And what I mean is, if it's an older sim, even if it doesn't have it built in, maybe they made a plugin to work with manual shifters. I don't know, you can Google, I guess. As for GT Legends, I don't know if it supports proper manual shifting. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. I wonder if I should reduce the rear preload just a little bit. No, let's continue with the same setup. Now this stage is even more Mickey Mouse in some parts than the previous one. Not the previous one, but the one before. So need to take it very easy and avoid any more resets because they are losing me too much time. 30-40 seconds every time. And I already had 2 resets, so 1 minute and 20 gone just like this.
Three, two, one, go. 3 left, long, 30. 3 right, cut, 30. 2 left, and square right, 70. Square left, and square right, 30. 5 right. Into, stay mid, over crest, 40. 5 left, 100. Square left, don't cut, bump, into, square right, and 5 right, and 2 left, narrow. Into, 3 right, and caution, keep left, into, over water. And 4 right, long. Caution, and hairpin left.
Oh no! I thought I could go through the
Caution,
tree
and
there.
hairpin left, and 3 left, into, square right, 150. Water temperature.
Because I noticed I was already missing the corner, so why not try to cut there?
Caution, stay mid, over.
Fortunately this is a short
3
stage,
right,
so
and square
I
left,
should be able to
70.
reach the finish.
Square right,
It's impossible to keep the car into the
and
ruts.
5 left, wide out, 250.
I need to let the car roll a little bit though, because it's a very short stage but also very
4
slow.
left, narrow, 60.
So I need to use the throttle more than usual.
Caution, 2 right, over crest, bump, and stay mid, over crest, 70. Stay mid, over crest. Into, 5 left, wide out, bump, 120. Caution, 2 left, bump, 50. Square right, narrow. And 4 left, 30. 2 left. Into, 4 left, 50.
Hopefully the engine is
Square right,
going to be
tightens.
okay
And
until
stay
the
mid,
end.
over crest, and caution, 4 left, narrow. Into, 2 right, don't cut, and caution, 6 right, into, 2 left, narrow. And square right, into, 4 left, tightens, 40. 2 left, 120. Caution, square right, long. And 3 left. Into, stay mid, over crest, and square left, long. Into, 4 left, narrow. And 5 left, 30, 2 left, don't cut, and square right, long. And square left. And square left. And 5 left, 30. free right and square right 40.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about the engine. I have to press the throttle too often.
Hairpin right. And 3 right bump and 2 left. Into 4 left. And 6 right over crest 30. 5 left long tightens. Into 3 left.
Oh.
Finish.
Probably losing about 20 seconds from, or maybe less than 20 from driving slowly, but I think this is the best stage to have this kind of problem because you're going quite slow anyway, and it's a short stage, so. Yeah, you need a higher car probably, just sitting higher so it doesn't hit the underside too much through the ruts. But it's just a different type of driving. It's about survival, not pushing on the limit. Oh, personal best, despite the engine problem. Actually, the times here are very close. If I have a good stage without resets, I can jump from 19 to maybe even 14th. So let's see. Oh, we don't have repairs. Okay, guys, I guess this is going to be it. Suddenly, for some reason, they didn't include a repair. I guess because this stage is too short. I'll try to survive, of course, but we already used up the engine quite a lot. It's a shame. I wanted to drive Antara Manana. I really wanted to drive that stage. Well, it happens. Yeah, I don't see myself surviving this one. It's just... if it was a very fast stage, I could just build up speed and let it roll. But not with these kind of stages. If I do Super Rally here, I'm going to skip 2 stages with Super Rally and then begin the last leg. But I think the final leg is a repeat of some of the earlier stages. Sleeping Warrior and some of the others. Yeah, unfortunately, so many little trees and bushes around the stages and you can go through them, but that particular one was a solid object. And another problem is I think I'm on automatic coach setting, which means I cannot use the coach to let the revs drop without changing to neutral gear. And unfortunately I cannot change the option on the stage. You have to go to the main menu. So I need to go to neutral more often.
3, 2, 1, go, 4 left, long, bump, 30, 4 left, tightens, long, don't cut, bump, and 5 left, over crest, and 6 right, over crest, 80, stay middle, over crest, 30, bump,
Let's see how far we can roll before I need to
and stay
accelerate
middle, over
again.
crest,
I don't care about the time loss. It's
and
going to be
5
still
right,
less than
60.
Super Rally if I can make it through the stage.
Square left, 30. Caution. 4 left, narrow.
Unfortunately, these slow corners are
Into bump.
not helping at all.
Into water temperatures are really high. 80, 80. Caution. 4 left, 30. Square right, don't cut. Into stay middle, over crest, and stay middle, over crest, 50. Square right, 30. 2 left, 150.
So far, I think the stage is slightly going downhill, which is helping, but let's see later in the stage.
4 left, tightens, 150. Three right, double tightens, long, don't cut, 30.
Unfortunately, changing through the gears like this is also damaging the engine, I think, to some extent. Yeah, I don't think it's going to last. It's already damaged from the previous stage.
Caution, 2 left,
If it
tightens,
happened on this
60.
stage, I could have made it, but combined with the previous stage, no way, probably.
Square right, 40. 6 right, 180. Six right, 70. 2 right, wide out. And 3 right, narrow, 30. 6 right, 70.
Yeah, it's going uphill now, unfortunately.
6 right, tightens, long, 70. Caution, 100. Keep right, into 2 left, 70.
The stage is just too long.
2 left, narrow, 50. 5 right, 40. 4 right, 30. 3 right, narrow. And 6 right, tightens. And 6 right, caution, 100. Square left, and caution, 2 right, narrow. Into 3 left, don't cut.
Yeah, not having the manual coach is not helping at all.
Into 2 left. And 2 right, don't cut. Into 4 right, into square left, don't cut. And square left, and stay middle, over crest, 60. Two left, long, don't cut, 60.
Come on, I need some downhill roads.
Square right, into 3 right, long, 40. 4 right, and 4 right.
Out through the stage, a long way to go.
Caution, 30. 4 right, into square right, and caution, 3 left, bump, and hairpin left, 50.
No, not a square right. Oh no! No, 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 come on. Stupid rock, right on the road.
And hairpin left, 50. 2 right, 30. 4 left, into square left, and 3 left.
But it's worth trying because if I can drive the next stage,
And free left, 30,
The time
wide
loss
right,
will still be less
into
than
2 right,
with a Super
tightens,
Rally.
long, and square right,
The car doesn't have any
square
traction
left,
in
long.
neutral though. It cannot make the corners properly.
and caution, 2 right, narrow, don't cut, 30, 4 right, narrow, don't cut, and 4 right, into square right, long,
Yeah, too many square corners.
into stay middle, over crest, into 3 right, and square left, and caution, keep left, 120, square right, 40,
I think the final section is also quicker.
square right, over crest,
So once we are through these square corners,
and square left,
it should be
and
okay.
square right, long, 40,
But there are too many.
2 left, into stay middle, over crest, and 5 left, into square left, 40,
There again.
6 right, 30, 3 right, long, tightens, 40, 2 right, and square left,
Come on, we can make it.
and
Just
3
2
right,
kilometers
long,
to
don't
go.
cut, wide out, bump, 100, caution, 4 right, narrow, don't cut,
Ah, it's
into
going
bump,
uphill.
caution, 50,
This isn't helping at all.
4 left, bump, into 3 left, over crest, 70, 5 right, tightens, 60, caution, stay mid, 150,
Okay, maybe now we have a faster section.
caution, 5 right, 40, square left, narrow, 80,
Oh no, a square corner again. Okay,
Square
it's
right.
a little bit more open
into
this
3
time.
left, long, and stay middle, over crest, 100, caution, 5 left, into 4 right, and square left, narrow, don't cut, 30, hairpin right, and 4 left, long, tightens, and caution, keep right, over water, and 2 left, into 2 right, long, narrow, and 3 left,
At least the car is rolling quite easy without losing too much speed.
100,
Oh no, not into the rock. Oh, come on.
right, narrow, and 5
How many rocks are there
tightens, 40,
right on the edge of the road?
square left, and square right, narrow, 70,
Yeah, on the map it looked like the final section is quicker, but apparently not. Still
hairpin left, and
several
2 right,
square corners and hairpins. Ah, we managed to do it somehow. 3 minutes lost, but at least I can drive the next stage. I didn't think it was possible, but somehow I managed to do it. This is a new record of surviving with a broken radiator. 2 stages in total, 12 kilometers. And very, very rough and slow stages as well. Let's see, I hope the stage isn't, the engine isn't damaged terminally. So we can push flat out. Now let's change to medium gears. Oh, I also Radeon medium. I forgot to change the gears to short for the previous stage. The previous 2 stages, but never mind. Yeah, it was worth the time loss. I'm happy with this development. If I don't mess up this stage now, it's going to be worth it. And it would have been actually about 2 minutes lost if it wasn't for the row and reset. So not bad at all. The row and the reset, and also hitting that rock. 2 rocks actually. One, we went over it, and the other I had to stop and continue again. Okay, let's see. This is probably my favorite African stage.
3, 2, 1, go into 140. 5 left, 100. Care, 5 left, jump 120. 6 right, long. Bump 250. 3 left, long, straight into 4 right and 3 left, 40. 3 right, wide out 180. Over crest, long 140. 6 right, 180. Straight into 4 right, 80. 3 right, maybe 60. Caution, 5 left. Into maybe 2 right, into 2 left, don't cut, 40, 5 right, 50. 3 left, narrow, 100. 2 right, maybe 50, square left, cut, 40. 6 left, straight and 2 right, long, into overcrest, 50, caution, 4 left, into, maybe, square right, don't cut, 6 left, long, narrow, 5 left, 160. 3 left, long, 30, caution, keep right, overcrest, onto, 4 left, narrow, 80. 5 left, long, 200. 6 left, overcrest, long, 60, 5 right, 100. 5 left, straight, stay middle, 70, 4 right, 80, overcrest, onto, 5 right, don't cut, 250. 4 left, into, 4 right, onto, jump, bridge, 80. Into, maybe, 5 right, don't cut, 350. 6 left, overcrest, maybe, 40. 5 right, don't cut, 150. Caution, narrow, 2 right, don't cut, 70. 4 left, 70. Straight, into, maybe, 2 right, long, 60. 6 left, long. Into, 2 left, wide out, 160. 2 right, 60, 5 right, 30, over water. Into, 3 right, wide out, 60, 6 right. into 4 left, long, into tightens, 150, and stay middle, 60, 4 left, 120, 5 left, 4 right, 50, 3 right, long, 30. Caution, don't cut, 3 left, tightens, 2 left, don't cut, 60. 2 left, maybe, 120. Square right, long, into, straight, 70. Caution, bump, 100. Keep right, into, hairpin left, don't cut, into, 6 left, over water, stay mid, 100. Square right, maybe, 70. 3 right, 100. 4 right. And 2 left, long. Onto. 2 right. Into, 3 left, wide out, 80. 6 right, don't cut. 6 left, 60. Hairpin right, maybe, into, bridge, narrow, into, 6 left.
Yeah, don't know, but this one is actually, as you can see, you can actually push on it without having to watch out too much for ruts and rocks and so on. It has a nice flow. Just the pace notes are not so good in places.
3 right, onto. Square left, don't cut, over crest, and 2 left, onto. 2 right, narrow, into, 2 left, don't cut, 30. 6 right, 70. 6 right, 100. 6 left, 120. 6 left, 500. Straight, into, 5 left, 400. Over crest, long, straight, 250. 2 left, 350. 6 right, 100. 5 right, 200. Over.
Oh, come on, how is this sign solid object not movable at all?
Over crest, 40, 4 left, 140.
This is the last thing I expected from a sign. To be as solid as a tree. Yeah, the suspension is now broken.
6 left, 140. Care, tightens, 4 left, over crest, maybe, 120, over crest, onto, 5 right, 80, straight, into, 5 right, 5 left, 140. Over crest, long, and 4 right, don't cut,
Or the differential. Something is definitely not right with the rear end. Yeah, the car is just impossible to keep straight.
6 right, 450. Keep left. 6 right, 400. 5 left, 200. 4 right, tightens, straight, 120. 4 right, 120. 6 left, 450.
Yeah, in the right-handers I need to slow down more.
Over crest, caution, bridge, onto, 2 left, wide out, 160. 3 right, don't cut, 200.
Probably the wheel alignment at the rear end is
6 left,
totally wrong
600.
now.
over crest, long 180, into tightens, 3 left, long 200. 4 left, narrow 80, caution don't cut, 2 right, bridge, onto, square right, narrow, into. 5 right, into, 5 left, long bump, finish.
Okay, I think I lost about 20 seconds in total with those mistakes, but other than that it was a good run. Shame about the stupid sign. Normally when you hit those signs you can just go through them without much trouble, but this one is digged deep into the ground. Impossible to move. I don't know how these guys do these times though. Amazing times. Okay, rally leg finished, and let's start the final leg. A repeat of the earlier stages. Let's see what is damaged. Yeah, the damper mount. Oh, and the rear wing. This explains the oversteer. But I'm happy with the setup, so I'm keeping it. Maybe, no, maybe just a little bit less preload at the rear. Yeah, something like this. I had a good run on this stage earlier, except 2 corners before the end, when I rolled down on that tight left-hander, so... Oh, but now we're going in the opposite direction. Okay. Now it's going to be different. Oh, don't
3,
don't
2,
give me a false
1,
start.
go. 4 right, 40, 6 left, 70, caution, square right, maybe, into, 6 left, into, 4 right, don't cut, over crest, 50, 3 left, long, caution, over crest.
Yeah, I think that
2
square right was the
maybe,
corner I
60.
went off earlier, in opposite direction.
Caution, 2 left, onto, bridge, onto, square left, don't cut, 60. Into, maybe, square right, long, 50.
Or maybe this one. Yeah,
2
maybe
left,
it was this
70.
one.
4 left, don't cut, 50. 5 left, 30. Caution, don't cut, 2 right, tightens, hairpin right, 60. 4 left. And keep right, onto, don't cut, 2
No,
left,
actually it was the
narrow,
previous
into,
corner.
5 left, 50, 3 right.
So many
40,
narrow corners there, tight corners at the end,
6 left,
in opposite
70.
direction.
6 left, 140. 4 right, caution, narrow bridge, onto 2 right, 40, 5 left, 140. Caution, bridge, onto 2 left, 120.
Stupid pace note came too late. Of course, the car has to not return on the wheels, but stay upside.
5 left, into, bump, 40, bump, 60, 6 left, 40, 5 right, 50, bridge, 40, caution, onto, square left, onto, bridge, into, 6 left, into. And 6 right, maybe, 120. 3 right, long, narrow, 500. Overcrest, 400. 6 right, 100. Care, 3 left, wide out, 120. 3 right, straight, onto bridge, 180. Onto bridge,
Come on!
180.
Why is there no grip at all?
6 left, 80. 5 right, 60. 4 left, 80. Care, into, 3 left, wide out, 200.
For some reason the road feels more sleepy now
6 right, 800.
than earlier when we ran the stage.
Six left, 180. Keep right, straight, 120. 5 right, 30. 4 left, narrow, 60. Overcrest, 4 left, don't cut, 70. 5 right, don't cut, 100. Overcrest, straight, keep right, onto, 4 left, 120. 5 right, long, 180.
This 4 left came in the very last moment.
Straight, 120. 4 right, 180. 5 left, long, maybe, 100. 6 left, 200.
Oh, this is not another solid sign. This was not a 5 left at all. I think this stage in reverse is much worse pace notes
3
than
right,
in the normal
250.
direction.
Overcrest, straight, keep right, 80. Caution, into, 5 right, into, hairpin left, double tightens, 40, 6 right, 40. 5 right, 30, 6 left, 160. 6 right, 180. 5 left, 150. 5 right, long, 120. 4 right, 160. 4 right, 160. 5 left, long, straight, keep right, 100. 4 left, tightens, 60. 4 left, don't cut, maybe, 500. Overcrest, 120. 3 right, maybe, 140. 3 left, long, 60. 6 right. Caution, into, 2 left, maybe, 120. 5 right, long, 80. 4 right, tightens, care, into, 2 right, maybe, into. 2 left, cut, bridge. 6 left. Overcrest, into, 2 right, keep left, into, 6 right, bump, into. 6 left, 60. Caution, 2 left, 120. Care, 4 left, onto bridge, 50. Square right, long, wide out, maybe, 30. Bridge, into. 6 right, 40. 6 right, and 6 left, 80. Caution, into, 2 left, tightens, 40. 5 left. Stay middle. Finish.
Yeah, shame about the mistakes again. Just unpredictable corners with these pace notes. And the grip level in one of the corners was very, very low. I slowed down to maybe third or second gear and it still drifted right into the solid sign. But other than that, it was okay. The second part of the stage was quite good, actually. Let's see, 28 now. 8 minutes behind. But still less than if I did Super Rally earlier, so it's fine. And oh, no repairs. No repairs. I need to do the whole stage. Actually, even the last stage without repairs. Okay. I guess I'm lucky that I didn't break the radiator. Just 1 minute and I'm going to start this stage. It's a little bit bad, but
3,
it's okay.
2, 1, go.
It's one of the
120.
easier to see through
2 left, don't cut, 80.
textures.
5 left. And 6 right, long, 120. 3 right, 30. 4 left, don't cut, 30. 6 right, into, 6 left.
The suspension is a little bit damaged,
Caution,
pulling to
5
one
left,
side.
into, square right, don't cut, 120.
But the balance is
6
fine.
left, into, 5 right, and
No
5
oversteer,
left. And 4 right, don't cut, 120.
no understeer.
3 left, don't cut, into, 3 right, don't cut, 50. Caution, 2 left, narrow, don't cut, 30. Square right, don't cut, 80. Caution. 2 right, don't cut. And 2 left, tightens, long. And square right, don't cut, 80.
Let's see if I can improve my previous run.
6 left, long. Into, 6 right, 450. Caution, 3 right, narrow, 30. 3 right, tightens. And 4 left. And 2 right, narrow, don't cut, into 4 left, 40. 6 right, over crest, 120. 4 left, into 4 right, 140. 6 right, into 6 left, caution, 120. Square left, don't cut, into 2 right, 40. 2 right, tightens, don't cut, into 2 left, into 2 right, tightens. And 3 left, tightens, 80. 6 left, 70. 5 right, 80. 5 right, 60. 6 left, and 5 right, 120. 3 left, don't cut, 120. Caution, square left, narrow, don't cut, 40. 2 left, bump, 30. Square left, don't cut, 100. 5 right, 30. 4 left. And 4 right, into 4 left, and caution, 4 right, narrow, and square left, 250. 5 left, and 3 right, and 5 left, 500. Caution, 6 left, into square left, and 3 left, into square right, and 4 right, 30. And 3 left, into square right, and 4 right, 30. Square left, and 2 right, don't cut, 250. 6 right, 40. 5 right, 350. 6 left, 60. 4 left, narrow, caution, 80. Square right, bump, and 4 right, 70. 6 left, 700. Stay mid over crest, 250.
Very good so far, despite the mistake.
Into 3 right, don't cut, and 6 left, 500. 'Caution, square left, long, don't cut, 600. 'Caution, square right, don't cut, 80. 5 right.
And the car definitely feels a little bit better, even with the damage. The setup changes
30. 5 left, into 2 right, don't cut, and 3 left, into 3
make
right,
it a little bit
50.
easier to be more precise into the corners.
5 left, and 2 right, narrow, don't cut, 50, 5 left, and 5 right, long. And 4 left, tightens, and caution, 3 left, into square right, 40. 3 left, don't cut, 180. 4 left, into 5 right, 40, 3 right, and 4 left, into 2 right, and 2 left, and 4 right, 30, 6 right, caution 80, 2 right, tightens, narrow, into, square left, don't cut, 50, 4 left, tightens, into, 2 right, cut, into, caution, 5 left, tightens, into, square right, don't cut, 120.
Almost went into
into
those
3
rocks.
right, 50. 4 left, tightens, don't cut, 60. 4 right. And 5 left, 120.
Jimmy, I almost crashed when I read your comment about Facebook.
Left, long,
Don't shock me like that,
into,
please.
5 left, bump, 180.
I'm on a good run this time through the stage, even better than the previous one.
Caution, 2 left, tightens, and 4 left, tightens, long, 100.
Oh, no, man. Oh. I was just happy that tree wasn't solid and then the next one was solid. Ah, shame.
3 left,
The corner tightened more than I expected.
and 6 right, 80. 6 left,
Always a gamble with these Titans face knots.
6 left, long, tightens, 100. 6 left, 30. 5 right, 180. 4 left, long, tightens, into, 4 left, long, 160. 6 left, caution 100, hairpin right, and 6 left, 80. 6 left, 70. 3 right, into, 4 left, 40. Caution, 3 right, 60. Hairpin left, don't cut. And 5 left, 200.
It's too fast.
Caution, hairpin right, don't cut, 60, square left, 140. Right, 140. 5 left, 120. 4 left, into, 3 right, don't cut, and 5 left, tightens, 100. 3 left, long, tightens. Into, 3 left, 50. 3 left. And 4 right, into, 5 right, long, 40. 3 right, 40. 4 right, bump, 50. 3 right, bump, 30. 4 right, 120. 5 left, 50. 5 left, bump. Into, bump, 180. 5 right, 140.
Such an exciting section of the stage.
Caution, 4 right, long, 50. Square left, 250. Right. Into 6 right, 150. 6 right, 80. 3 left, 50. 3 right, long, tightens, don't cut, 350.
I had to wait for the trees to,
30.
to
3
disappear.
right, and 3 left, narrow, don't cut, 30, 2 right. Into, 4 right, into, 3 left. Into, 6 right,
Those tightening
50,
corners,
6 right,
you think
70,
you see where the road goes,
5
but you
left,
don't see too
caution,
far
60,
ahead. It suddenly
long,
goes
and
away.
square right, don't cut, and 2 left, into, square right, 50. 2 left, don't cut, 30. 5 left, and 6 right, 40. 2 left, don't cut, 100. 6 right, long. Into, 4 right, and 5 left, and 4 right, long. And 3 left, and caution, 4 right, and square left, don't cut, 80. 2 left, tightens. Finish.
Let's see if it's a personal best or if I lost too much time with those 3 mistakes. Because apart from the mistakes, I think I drove much more on the limit this time. Yeah, it's a personal best. I think the previous was 13 something. It could have been maybe 1240, 1230 something. Yeah, it could have been top 10 time. Okay, Dimi, I'm going to send you this setup, by the way. It's better for this rally, if you're going to drive it. Otherwise, you have the other setups. I have one more stage to go, so if you want to wait just a little bit. It's the short super special stage, or whatever it is. Okay, final stage, guys. Final stage. I'm not going to change the gears. Medium or short, for this short stage it doesn't matter. I'm going to use first and second gears mostly anyway. I'm happy that I didn't do a super rally though. Even if I had maybe 4 or 5 resets
3, 2,
in total.
1, go. 3 left, don't cut. 4 right. 5 right, over the crest. 30, 3 right, long, 100. Stay middle. 5 right. Over the crest. Care. 2 left, tightens. 2 right, wide out. 30, hairpin right, don't cut.
For some reason I can never memorize the corners of this stage. Keep messing them up every time I drive it.
Square left, narrow, hairpin left, long. Square right, don't cut, 30.
Probably because they all look so
5
similar.
right, 30, care, hairpin right, double tightens. Hairpin left, long. Right, cut, 50. Square right, long. Hairpin right, don't cut, 30.
Oh, braking too late.
3 left, don't cut. Care, double tightens. 4 right, don't cut. 4 left, long, square left. Finish.
Okay, managed to survive the whole rally, and I'm happy with that. That was the target. I'm annoyed by some of the mistakes and the resets, but it wasn't really always in my control. Oh, nice, Leopolio, very quick. But let's see the final result so far. 25th in the overall, and 13th in the class. 9 minutes behind. But you can see the gaps are quite big. Without the mistakes, without cruising in that stage, I think top 10 was a realistic possibility. Yeah, maybe 9th or 10th would have been my result. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to stop it here because I don't want to overlap with Dimmy's stream, and I need to take a break anyway. It was a long rally. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun on these stages. I haven't driven them for so long, and it was nice to come back to them. Also, the Ford Focus is very pleasant to drive. The next stream, I don't know when it's going to be. I cannot say. I will try to make at least one more stream in the next 3-4 days, but I don't promise anything. If not, for sure I'm going to see you on the next round of GT Legends RBR Cup, Classic Cup Championship. Have a good evening, have a great Sunday, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.